season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw, it's King. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run the guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. A strike downfield. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
Pulls and fires complete. Jukes his way for more. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
7, Kansas State, 0.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Johnson looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here we go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with this target.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
To the air, it's King. He's got him this time. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Pocket breaking down. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Kansas State. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for Cole.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Wildcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal.
That's what players call a 7 route, and that receiver ran it to perfection.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
It's just so nice to have a signature who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Scanning the field, it's King. Dances away to buy time. Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a wide open receiver. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
And sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He'll run it again. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks into the open. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Once thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's King. With the catch, it's Haynes. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Rivers. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Got the quick pass. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That's why you want to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. It lets you beat a blitz. It lets you get a first down.
And that makes me think, do I want a blitz? How do I leave him open? Because they keep dumping it off to the running back and having success. I'm going to think twice about bringing the blitz. Nice read by the QB. Nice job by the running back getting some extra yards and getting the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. USC has just had no answers today. You should see what the Trojan greats are saying on social media right now. Reggie Bush, Matt Leinart, talk about not safe for work. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Johnson looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Using the quick game. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Complete to the right. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And how many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Going to the run, it's Edwards. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Really nice job by the quarterback there, just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Unloads it left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Rutherford. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's King. With the catch, it's Haynes. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Going for the big play. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's a heat. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And holding on to the lead, the offense will simply take a knee, and that's how we will wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Kansas State 28, Georgia Tech 17.
And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Power football with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Johnson looking to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense did a lot of good things there in the first half. Wouldn't surprise me if they punt this one away after that incompletion on third down. They do have the lead. I think you've got to put some trust in your defense here to not give up any points and get you the ball back.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Looking downfield on first down. Steps away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Second and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the right. That pass is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Awesome body control, and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
To the air on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. There he goes. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Looking to throw, it's King. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
From the gun. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And he just does enough to get that first down. It wasn't pretty. It's not going to look great on the stat sheet. I know he ran a very long way to go get that 1 or 2 yards to move the sticks, but at the end of the day, awesome individual effort to keep this drive going.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Finds his man. It's Oakland. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Monday.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, a big key for this defense coming into this game was, could they impact this guy when he drops back to pass? We all know he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. They weren't sure, honestly, if they were even going to be able to get him to the ground. They just wanted him to get rid of the football earlier than he needed to. But that time, in the second half, they come away with their first sack of the game, and that is going to be a big shot in the arm for this defense.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. It is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking to throw, it's King. Grab near the marker, it's Rivers. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Wants to go up top on first down. On the run, still looking. Got it in the middle, it's Rivers. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 21 to Arizona State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Kansas State. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
Johnson looking to throw. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Rush is on him. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Chunked it away just as he was hit.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Shoots it to the left. The sure hands, it's Bradley. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wildcats! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out, and you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they've padded their lead, and this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Dropping back, it's Kane. Quarterback strolling away from heat. All kinds of time before he fires right. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate off skip.
He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. He'll take it himself. Slithers into space.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Johnson wants to throw it. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just
turning it on. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Let's go. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's King. Makes the catch. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Rutherford. At the 40, there he goes. He goes out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, but it might be too little too late. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
And 1st down for the offense.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could